Hello everyone. The topic of our group is age is an important factor in relationship. I'm the first debater, Deng.
I'm the second debater, Steven.
I'm the third debater, Wayne.
Hello, Ali! We are the negative team, and I'm the first debater, Vadi.
I'm the second debater, Yin.
I'm the third debater, Magnus.
Thank you.
Firstly, let me make a statement of our group. With the rapid development of life, people often associate with people of different ages, but sometimes we find it difficult to have a common language with people of different ages. Why? We hold the opinion that age is an important factor in relationship. And my main points and details is, in terms of age alone, interpersonal communication tends to be closer in age. People who are close in age have similar experience, environment, ideas, views, and perspectives on the same thing, and there is greater probability of common topics. In terms of physiology, the whole person's state is relatively similar, and their attitude towards things will be different due to age.
Hello, I'm Vadi, and I think the idea of doing it is very interesting. People of similar age do not necessarily feel the same way and may have different attitudes towards things. Some people are young but sophisticated, with sophisticated ideas, who have little to say to their peers and get on well with those much older than themselves. Some people only grow years thinking is still very simple, and can only play with a lot of younger than their own people. Therefore, age is not the key factor of interpersonal relationship. The key factor is a person's maturity, thinking ability, and soul, which determines his interpersonal circle.
I don't agree with the negative part, because age is an important factor in personal relationships, because people of the same age may have common topics and forgot to make friends, but feel, therefore, in general, there are still many common topics among people of the same age, and communicating is relatively easy. The ability of elderly to learn things also is relatively worse than the young. They can't catch up with the development of the world life. For example, many elder people can't use smartphones and mobile players or share bicycles. They couldn't understand of us communication concepts, and there will be more different conditions. We don't have many common languages.
I don't agree with the second affirmative debater. With the development of the era of big data and the continuous progress of science and technology, not all the elderly have not kept up with the times. More and more elderly people are more fashionable and even surpass the young people. Therefore, I think age can't affect relationship. Now is the information age. With the continuous development of science and technology, many old people keep up with the development of the times and come into contact with many things that young people come into contact with. Interest and love are not necessarily completely separated from the young generation. Therefore, people with the same interest may involve all ages. That is to say, age is not the decisive factor in the relationship.
Hello, I'm the third debater. From my point of view, I don't agree with the opposite opinion. They believe that age is not the decisive factor in the relationship. They think with the same interest may involve all ages, but from my point of view, different ages will have different interest. Say, for the most people, the age is a barrier. They cannot do something without it. From my point of view, the perspective of the age alone, interpersonal communication is more similar to age. Experience, environment, ideas, opinions, and ages and angles on the same thing are likely to be similar, and they are likely to be more common topics. In terms of psychology, the state of the whole person is also relatively similar, and the attitude towards things will also be because of this. There is something different, but they are still forgetful friends or something. Sometimes like mindedness really has nothing to do with the age, but the probability will be relatively small. So it is just a reference and cannot be used as an absolute condition. Generally speaking, although age is not an absolute condition, it is an important factor affecting our interpersonal relationships. So, it is correct that age is an important factor affecting interpersonal relationships. All above are our opinions. Thank you.
From the affirmative team's content above, Deng has mentioned that people who are close in age have similar experience, environment, ideas, views, and perspectives on the same things, and the differences and the contradictions with the young and the old don't have many common languages. And the second one, Stephen has said an example of many elderly people can use smartphones and mobile payments or share bicycles, and he mentioned that they don't understand some of our consumption concepts, and there will always be different contradictions. So the common language exists in old and young is quite far. And lastly, the Wayne has mentioned, in terms of psychology, there is some difference between people in different ages. But for me, just like Vadi mentioned, age is not a key factor in the interpersonal relationships. Yin says that people with the same interest may involve all ages. So from my perspective, all in all, as long as you are outgoing and generous and learn to communicate in different ways, the social environment is related to personality. Emotional intelligence, for example, when children interpersonal communication is naive, young interpersonal communication is immature, ignorant. But adult interpersonal communication is mature after all. As you get older, your relationship should become more solid and sophisticated. Your ability to communicate will also improve over time. So, after our hard work, we can make age no barrier. That's all. Thank you very much.